Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Josh.
And I'm Katie, and we are Fresh Breath.
We're the band in the van, and this is the Band in the Van podcast. The van, we are not in right now.
Where is it?
We are at home, and we decided to do a little home-isode. I stand by it. Anyways,
we're drinking coffees.
Yeah,
we're on the couch.
On this episode, we discuss our upcoming schedule with our full band, live shows we're playing around hometown, our plans for YouTube performance videos.
And how good it feels to be out of the van right now.
It does. And also we discuss our trip home a little bit. There's a little bit of a hodgepodge on this episode, and we're very glad to be home and out of the van.
Let's stretch together.
So, all right, we're gonna get to it. So
let's get to it.
Band in the van podcast.
We're not doing mics.
no, there's no. We're in a very controlled area right now, so no lapel mics. We are, if you haven't noticed,
Hi.
We are in our house.
Yes.
The van is gone.
What happened to the van?
As in, it's in the driveway, and we've shot all of these in the van.
We're stretching out.
Yeah, so
Just
if you
for
notice,
one-
we're on a
just for one
couch,
episode.
and it's very nice. We're very happy to be home. We made it safely back from Texas. We hammered home in 3 days. It was a lot of long drives, followed by an oil change and a tire rotation for the old girl out there in the driveway.
Yeah, she did well.
Yes, touch wood that she continues to do well. And yeah, so we got a lot of exciting stuff coming up.
Yeah, we're excited to be home. I was thinking about it, and so the very first episode we ever did was here at home, in the van, in the driveway. But then after that, every episode has been on the road, basically in Texas, because we did the same thing. We hammered to Texas right away. The second episode was in like Marshall, Texas or something.
Which is the concept for the entire podcast, because
Yes,
it's called
Band in the Van. And don't worry, we are a band that is in a van a lot.
Yeah, there's lots and lots of on the road happening. This is going to be few and far between that we're actually at the house.
Yeah, but we really enjoyed being like on the road and doing the Band in the Van podcast. It was like a really good exercise and discipline for us to try and make sure we had time for it, because we were also very busy gigging and playing shows and stuff.
Kept us out of the bar when we weren't supposed to be.
And it just kind of gave us that like extra what's the word, like activity to be playful with and have creative outlet.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So we'll let you guys know what we got going on. Lately we've got a bit of a plan. We're home for a little bit. We've already finished a new song that we wrote.
Josh got right into writing.
I'm just trying to get inspired because we're home, and we have like April to kind of like really start writing and do some creative stuff.
Making videos.
And so we're going to do a lot of live performance videos. We have came up with a bit of a strategy for YouTube for the next couple months, where we're going to do some more current music. We're gonna pick some songs that we can stomach off of like the top 20 and like the Billboard charts and stuff.
Because there is a lot of
a lot of really good music. We found that,
and we play mostly like 70s
classic rock stuff.
70s rock stuff, which is I love. It's our favorite stuff. But I understand that there's new music, and there's a lot of good new music. So we're gonna
Teddy Swims, I think, is one that we're gonna do. So anyways, like sound off in the comments or wherever you're watching this.
Is there a popular band or popular song right now that you would love to hear us sing in an upcoming YouTube video?
And don't be offended if we're like, like that. Don't bother with Beyonce's new song. Not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it.
Well, the thing about like learning a song and performing it is that I have to have some sort of connection to it to sing it, and so does Josh to be like playing it and to actually remember
to commit to
it. And then obviously too, when you do a video of a song, people are gonna want to hear you sing it live in the future at a show or whatever. So that's something we take into consideration when we think about what to play.
So don't get offended if we just flat out say no to you. because we will. We will most
But we
certainly.
might say yes.
Yeah, so I don't know. But anyways, any songs that you're digging that you think that we might do a good job of, let us know in the comments. And maybe we'll do a live performance video of it. We're going to be shooting a lot of stuff up in the studio at home because we do have time now that we're at home. So we'll be putting out higher quality content than just cell phone camera in your face stuff.
And we are going to do some music videos for the album.
For the
stuff that
album,
we
I think we're going to try
haven't
and put
done
out
yet.
at least one like piece of content for each song. So every week we're aiming to put out either a live performance video or a new piece of content for an album song off our latest album. If you haven't heard the latest album, I will put a link to it in the description down below
Through
here.
my window, out everywhere now.
Yes, it's out everywhere. You can listen to it anywhere you want.
Sparkling reviews.
Yeah, from us. But yeah, so that's kind of the goal for being home. We're going to really push more YouTube content. And yeah, maybe try and get a little more current with our act, just because it seems to be there's some good music coming out, and we're missing out on it. So.
We really wanted to perform and do something live while we were in Texas on the beach. It just every time we were like, oh, we really need to do this, and we wanted to capture something, but every time we had some time to do it, or opportunity looked like it was there, it was either like the craziest wind of our lives and we wouldn't be able to get sound properly, or
we just wanted to lay on the beach.
Yeah, we just needed some time to relax. Also, it was just really difficult to get, like, once all the gear's packed in the back of the van and then you want to get the guitar out or get something out to perform or like practice or something, it's like you're gonna have to take everything back out of the van. And sometimes when you're just like parked on the side of the road, you don't really want to like showcase all that stuff that you have in your van. So it was a little bit of a struggle to kind of get those like live performances captured on the island, which maybe next year we'll be able to. But we kind of focused on the Band in the Van podcast.
We really did. Speaking of which, did you start the timer?
I did not.
Apparently we still
I'm
don't
out of my
know-
element.
Apparently we still don't know how this thing runs. I think we've got 5 minutes on the camera, so set her for 10 minutes.
Okay. I got you.
We just don't want to babble on, for hours on end, because we do have lots to talk about all the time. Our way home was very interesting. We went to Magnolia Beach in Texas.
After Port Aransas.
After Port Aransas, which is about 4 hours north of like South Padre, I guess, 4 or 5 hours north. And it was like this kind of stone beach, but like there was free camping, which is crazy to me. Like everywhere in Texas, there's always some kind of stipulation of like cheap camping or free camping. And we got there and we just set up shop, and Ruby was just playing in the water, and it was kind of like murky because of like, I think it's like the seashells and the dust created from that, because it wasn't really a beach.
And it was like wavy and...
Yeah, so we're like, I wonder if there's crocodiles here or like alligators. So Katie does like a quick Google search, and like apparently they just shot one like in recent
Like
history.
a big one.
Like a huge one, because people were like hand
feeding
feeding
it raw
it.
chicken and
Raw
stuff.
chicken and stuff.
So
So
it was
then,
coming up to humans to see if they would feed them.
yeah. So then I decided that we should tie the dog up, just so that if she does get bit, I can try and yank her out of it.
Oh my god. Well, let's just keep her out of the water.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know Gator?
He's a gator. Where you from? Where you from? You don't know gator.
We're from Reno. We're not
But I think that was more like, they said it was like near Crabbing Bridge or whatever. It's like a fishing area. And there was a lot of swampy like marsh areas behind us. So it was kind of like a little bit of a peninsula again.
That Gator did.
But-
Well, that gator did.
I don't think there would have been gators in like the open water where like the Gulf opened up, but
I don't know.
I'm not
We
gonna...
And it was like literally 20 minutes later, we were on like the South Padre Concierge like Facebook page, and somebody was like, there's a lot of like people that go in with waders, like the fishing waders,
And stand in the
stand in
bay.
the bay and fish. And this guy, it was crystal clear, and this guy had like a perfect picture of just probably like an 8-foot alligator
Just like,
right
he's
in
here.
front of him.
Right in front of the
So yeah,
convention
there's so any of you wondering, there are alligators out in
we were...
in the south of Texas. We didn't see any, and the dog didn't get bit by any of them, but touch wood. I don't know if you guys noticed this. We just keep like wooden boards around so that we can touch wood all the time if we need to.
It helps.
Yeah, it really does. But
yeah, so Ruby's okay. She made it back with us, and other than a couple little mishaps along the way with her eating some weird something in the parking lot at Walmart the one night on the way
oh
home.
god, explosive dog diarrhea the whole last day and a half home. Not me with dog diarrhea. Like the dog,
Oh my
the
God.
dog with dog diarrhea. So we're like like the last night, she never asked to go out at night, like ever.
Yeah.
And like she was
She's
like
such a good
at like
girl.
2 a.m, and I'm like, okay. I always trust her because like if like she needs to go out, she's gonna go out. So then at 2, she's like, nah, and then at 4, she did it again, and I'm like, oh no. And then like she had to go out again in the morning, and then we drove like 3 or 4 hours, and she had to go out again, and it was a bit of a
Yeah.
nightmare. So we didn't sleep a lot on the way home. But I know most of you are probably like, oh, what? You guys coming home from Texas? You didn't get enough sleep? Oh. So anyways, I'm not
poor you
complaining.
guys.
I'm not complaining.
That was our baby waking us up at 2 a.m.
Yeah. So we take care of the dog like she's our child, and that's sometimes you got to do it.
Yeah.
So she's home and she's doing fine.
She's
just so you
back
know.
to her regular routine of
Yeah.
not giving a where
Where
we
we
are.
are. This morning she woke up, walked downstairs, looked at me like, you again? Like, open the door, let me out. It's kind of funny because like when we're in the van, she's like very like
She needs us.
yeah, she's very
more.
like cuddly and like she
Yeah.
wakes up and she'll like come see you in the morning and stuff. When we're at home, I don't see her for months. She goes outside, she hunts all day, she comes in.
She wants to come in and go out.
Yeah,
And that's it.
and like she uses us to open the door. Like I swear, if she had a doggy door, I would never see her.
She'd
probably
be over at my mom's at Gigi's all the time.
getting bacon all
Which
the time.
she is anyway. She'll be there all weekend. So.
Yeah,
But yeah, so we're happy to be home for Easter weekend, and it's Good
Yeah.
Friday today. We're having a little Irish coffee here.
yeah.
And
Cheers to that.
feels good to be in the comfort of our own home. And thanks so much for joining us on our crazy adventures in Texas. We love Texas so much.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to go back. We'll be back
Yeah.
again next winter. We're official winter Texans.
Do
I
we
think.
insert horrible Beyonce song here? This ain't Texas. This is Cotton. But yeah.
No, but we like we've said before, we loved it there, and we did get contracts to go back for January, February, and into March again. So, woohoo!
Yeah, a very cool thing about going down there and playing is like you kind of get to do a tour of the United States without actually doing it, because
yeah.
everybody's like winter Texans or people on vacation, so everybody's from like Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nevada, a lot of people from Minnesota, like, and they're all in this one spot. So, and they're getting to see you play, getting to hear your music. And so it's kind of neat that we see our Apple and Spotify.
And there's a lot of people from like northern Texas.
Oh
that
yeah,
are
yeah,
in there
totally.
too, right?
But like just as far as like spreading it out,
Mm-hmm.
like you get to see where people are listening to your music when they go home, and it's kind of a cool thing as an artist to be able to like have this
Mm-hmm. Spread your
melting
music
pot.
out
Yeah,
throughout the U.S., but you're meeting them all at the same spot.
Yeah.
It's like the Florida Keys for like the eastern states, right? It's like South Padre
Kinda.
is very much like that, where everybody in Middle America kind of flocks down south to
Technically, the eastern states would go to Florida,
yeah.
and then Central America
It's like, I like Middle America.
end up in the Middle East. I don't know.
and 38 degrees in the Middle East.
But yeah. So
Yeah.
like a lot of people from like the center of the United States come straight down.
Yeah.
But anyways,
It's like the beach town of like Texas, basically,
Yeah.
right? So it's like all
Yeah.
those locals from northern Texas too would go down there in the summer or for the winter.
and so like I was saying, it's pretty cool that like you get to see these people listening to your music when they go home. So there's like pings from all over the states, and also there's a lot of people that own bars and restaurants and clubs and stuff that see you down there.
A
And
lot
then
of people
like
from Canada.
yeah, a lot of people from Canada. Every time we're down there, we end up booking shows like down here, like within 2 or 3 hours of home.
Yeah.
From Texas, which is
Yeah.
like just an interesting concept.
We
They'll-
meet we've met I can't even more than two hands worth of amount of people from like beach towns in Ontario. So like people from Grand Bend and Bayfield.
Bayfield,
that
the Zurich area.
The Zurich area where we play at Bad Apple Brewing, there's like a huge group of people from that area. So we're excited to see some of those winter Texans at our shows this summer when
yeah.
we're playing in that area. And we met a lot of great people from Ontario that we would have probably ever met. I mean, maybe eventually at Bad Apple we would have. But
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so it's kind of neat. And
We just booked some stuff in Wisconsin for like we're gonna take the American Way out for our western leg of our tour at the end of June. this year. If you guys are in Calgary, Cochrane, anywhere out in BC, I think we're playing in Kamloops. We got to lock that in still.
Yeah,
but
we're going to be
we're
announcing some tour dates out
we're
there.
we're hitting Wisconsin on the way out, which is neat, and that wouldn't have happened if we weren't playing in Texas. So
Exactly. And now that we're home, we got some home time shows too. So by the today is Good Friday of Easter weekend. So by the time you guys see this, it'll be Easter Sunday. Happy Easter.
Yeah.
And our first couple shows back will be the 5th and 6th of April. We're playing at Sons of Kent Brewery on the 5th, which is the Friday, in Chatham, which is a great spot. And then on the Saturday night, we're playing at Twigs Bar and Grill in Emerville, which is one of our first ever gigs that we got in this area.
Yeah.
So we're excited to be back there. So if you'd like to come see us live in person and it's been a while, come out to one of those shows. We'd love to see you guys.
Yeah.
April's pretty light for us. So we got those 2 shows. And then I think we're playing again in London at the end of the month at Forked River on the 26th. So we'll post all those dates on social media soon. And you can always find when we're playing on our website as well.
Yeah, we should probably talk about the Road to Revelry contest too. So when's that? That's
Oh,
in
yeah.
April.
That's in April too. April 19th.
So we're playing with the full band. It's in Sarnia. What's the venue?
It's called Collide Lounge.
Yeah, and it's like they're doing the Revelry festival. Like in our perspective, is kind of like the replacement for Bayfest in Sarnia.
Yeah.
And they have the Goo Goo Dolls, the Trews,
And then a big
lineup of country music, and like there's 2 nights. And they're doing this it's kind of a battle of the bands, but not.
We kind of
really.
talked about this when we first got on the.
I think so.
Episode,
I
but
think
yeah,
so.
But
it's coming up. So if you guys can follow us on social media, or I'll leave a link to the website down below in the description.
Yeah, we're going to be sharing about that for sure.
Yeah,
and
come out to Sarnia.
Come
out to Sarnia.
Yeah.
Come out to Sarnia.
If you're in Sarnia or you're
London
in the area,
or anywhere, yeah,
we'd
because
love to see you.
like having a crowd for us would, I think, sway the judges in our favor.
It would definitely help. But yeah, so we're really excited about that. That's our first full band show that we'll be doing since we've been home. So we're really excited about that. We got some rehearsals coming up with the band. And that's a big one. So yeah, Sarnia, April 19th, which is a special day for me. That was my dad's birthday. So I'm feeling very serendipitous about that.
Yeah. I wonder if we should bring that song back. That might be fun. It's a good, if you've never heard it, there's April 19th is off of
The
our
Fresh Breath
2012
Band.
album. Or like it was an EP, a live EP that we put out with back when like Richard Hazard and Andy Craval were in the band.
That's a banger.
It was that was back in our funk tree days. But anyways, thanks so much for hanging out with us. This is kind of like a low key. We're back home.
It's still a band in the van, but we're out of the van.
We're out of the van. The van is gone.
Our necks and backs hurt, and we need to stretch out.
Yeah, we need to stretch out a little bit. But so stay tuned for lots of live performance videos. We have live shows in our hometown area coming up. There will be more Band in the Van podcasts coming up as well.
And don't worry, the van's okay, and we will be back in it soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay?
Okay, cheers, everybody.
Thanks for watching.